Hello everyone, this is Manigandan here. Today we are going to play some games against the computer. So I will be playing some games and I will be explaining you how to play a perfect game. So I'm going to use this website called leeches.org where you can play some online games and also against the computer. So let's click play with the computer, and then there are like different levels in this. So I'm going to play with first level, which is a easy one. So here we go. Now we are playing for black side, and the computer starts with the king's pawn opening. If you move the pawn in front of the king, that is called as king's pawn opening. It is a good start because these four squares are called as central squares. We should always try to control those squares with our pieces. So starting with king's pawn or queen's pawn is the best move at the starting of the game. So I'm also going to start with the king's pawn. Now, after each and every move of your opponent, you should try to guess what they are planning. Here, white is planning to capture this pawn, so I'm going to give support with my knight. I can also give support with the pawn like this or even like this, but it is a good idea to develop your piece to give support. Okay, now they have moved another pawn, but this is not a good move. It is not a good idea to do lot of pawn moves in the opening stage. We should develop our pieces. So I'm going to develop my next piece, that is the knight. Okay, they also did a useful move. They have developed their knight. We should always try to develop all the pieces from the back rank. Our pieces should not sleep in the last rank. We should make it active. So I'm going to develop the next piece. Now my bishop is somewhat active along this diagonal. After developing the knights and bishops, we can do castling. I hope everyone will remember castling. And now they are moving the queen. And it is not a great idea again by white because we should not move the queen before move number 10. First 10 moves we should focus on knight, bishop and castling. Okay, I have developed my pieces like this. I have to develop my last piece, which is the bishop. The bishop is sleeping in the last rank, so I'm going to get it out. Okay, now after this pawn move, they are attacking my bishop. So it's time to save my bishop. So I have some options. Should I capture this pawn or should I come back? What do you think? If I capture this, they have a support. So I will get 1 point, but I will lose 3 points. So that is not good for me. So I'm going to come back with my bishop. Let's see what the computer plays. Now he comes front. After this move, he is trying to capture my knight or even the bishop, but everything has a support, so no need to worry. So I'm going to develop my next piece and make a pin. So now if this knight moves somewhere, I can simply take this queen. This is called as relative pin. And when you make a pin, the next logic is PP on the PP, which means put pressure on the pinned piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture this pawn and put more pressure on this knight. If they capture me, I can simply take the queen. Okay, they have moved the queen and escaped. But by doing this, this pawn on e4 is undefended. So I think I can capture this one for free. But you have to really cross check before capturing any of your opponent piece, whether they have a support or not. Here I clearly see there is no support for the pawn, so I'm going to take the pawn for free. Okay, now they move the rook. Now I'm going to make some equal exchange. Equal exchange is like I'm going to get 3 points and I'm going to lose 3 points. So it's kind of equal. Oh, they didn't capture. See, this is a mistake from white because when someone is giving a check, most of the students in the beginner level will move the king. So this computer is also a kind of a beginner. So he moved the king to escape from this check. But remember, capturing is the best way to escape from a check. So they could have captured my knight. Now they are attacking my knight, but I have a support. And here comes a discovered attack. I can move the knight somewhere so that my bishop can attack this king. So I have two good moves. One is to go knight to g8 and make it as a double check, or I can take this rook as well. I think I'll go with this one because it's a double check, so the king has to move somewhere, then I can get the queen. Or 1 minute, I have a much better move. Could you spot the good move for black? The good move here is a checkmate. Black to play and checkmate the white king. Could you spot the good move, which is a checkmate? Yes, if you have found this one, this is correct. We can take on f2 and the king cannot capture us because we have support from the knight. At the same time, king cannot escape anywhere. There is a proverb, when you see a good move, look for a better one. There was a good move for black, but you should not get settled to that. Always you should look for the best move. Okay, I hope you understood this game and I hope you learned from this game. Let me go back and tell some important points quickly. Always start with the king pawn or queen pawn. That is the first thing. Second thing, we should quickly develop all the pieces instead of moving the pawns in the opening. And then you should do castling as quick as possible so that we can make our king safe. Here in this game, white king was not castled, so it was easy for me to attack the white king. And then each and every move of your opponent, just try to see his plans and you can act accordingly after that. And then try to make some pins. After you make a pin, you should try to put more pressure on the pinned piece. And always look for some good moves. The main game-changing moment was this, a discovered check, and also it is a kind of skewer. After the king moves, I could have also captured the queen, but there was a checkmate. Okay, so I hope you learned from this. So that's all for today. See you in the next class. Bye.